So I have a question I'm eager to pose to this audience. What is it that generates beauty in music? Or perhaps there's a rephrasal. What is it that makes a song successful? Aren't these entirely preferential claims? I mean, if we compare the MP3 players, everybody in the room, see the most played track, we're going to have quite a diversity of different genres. Or maybe it's a more objective claim. Pick a Beethoven symphony, pick your favorite number 1 through 9, and compare it to a YouTube flash-in-the-pan song. One's probably a masterwork, the other one maybe not so much, right? A big point of this motivation is kind of what Jarl in his research, where you have very subjective and objective fields. In points with algorithmic composition, the idea is where do these tend to overlap? Well, we're kind of seeing in the dawning of the computer age, there's going to be a lot of ways to generate music in this regard, and I'm really interested in seeing how are we going to essentially see new ways of where philosophy is going to go, where art forms are going to go based on electronics, and also the objectivity overlap with science and engineering. So what we have here is kind of a timeline. We have a lot of rules, limited instrumentation from before to this avant-garde period coming up over here. So pretty much when we had a lot of limited art forms, you had to present in the church or you had to present to the aristocracy. There was a very particular format they're used to, compared to in the avant-garde where music was more accessible to people. A lot of new instrumentation, a lot of new rules, but also these revival moments, which preserve the rules of the past. Now, as anyone who's used a sound recorder probably knows, this signal over here. Take a regular tuning fork, hit it, you're going to have a nice fluid signal, which is essentially representing packets of air that go from a sound source to your ear. This jagged interpretation has a lot of data therein that we get mathematical transformations and probability distributions to befit it to something very usable in these computer-generated roles. The whole point of the master's thesis coming up is going to be to take a lot of this chronology and to use it almost in a musical Turing test format. Is it indistinguishable that you would hear a Bach Sinfonia or something that's computer-generated, or a Chopin Nocturne and something that is computer-generated? This has a lot of spawning also to the engineering overlap, where this is essentially signals, in a way with radiation detection, our huge nuclear culture here at UNLV, in a way to process electrical signals. Additionally, with environmental monitoring, seismic signals, we just had this earthquake in Italy, again kind of happening, in a way where music has helped this in a way that's been the reversal. With environmental monitoring, engineer at ExxonMobil was the one who developed algorithms that eventually led to autotuning music, and this is a way to kind of reverse that process. Additionally, for adaptive mechanics, in a way like quadcopter forms, having these signals that are going to eventually be usable to have subjective forms breeding into objective forms. This has been a great collaboration. I'm excited with UNLV to have this spanning with our Tier 1 status up and coming. Thank you very much for your time.